What's up, YouTube? Hey, it's me, Big Mo, and it is August the 28th, and we are long overdue for a video. Demas and myself are going to take a ride up to the camp today. We want to get the feeder all cleaned up and taken down and brought back to the house here. And that way we don't have any issues with the Pennsylvania Game Commission, because by law you have to have all your feed and your feeder taken down 30 days before the beginning of archery. So today will give us plenty of time to do it. We'll have everything all cleaned up, so we won't have any issues with them. But before we head up, I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about a couple things. First of all, I want to say what's up to all my subscribers out there who's been hitting my like button and commenting on my videos. I mean, I greatly appreciate it as always. And since the 4th of July video came out, we picked up some new subscribers, so I want to take a minute to welcome you guys to the channel. And feel free to hit the like button or comment. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. I reply to every comment that's ever given. And if you have a question about hunting or fishing or camping or something and I don't know the answer to it, feel free to ask anyway, because my subscribers are, they're pretty much on the ball, and a lot of them, pretty intelligent people, and they can help you out. So with that being said, I do try to reply to every comment that's ever given, and I try to do it in a timely fashion. So I was actually a little bit late on responding to a few of the comments towards the end, and I had mentioned that the reason why it happened is because something bad happened here at the house, and that I would explain myself in my next video as far as what happened. So I guess here we go in a nutshell. On July the 8th, unfortunately, I had an ATV accident. I was rear-ended by an SUV driving home from the Sportsman's Club. Just to clear the air, it was a total accident. There's no lawsuits, there's no big money involved in anything, so just wanted to clear that up. But I was actually injured pretty bad. After I was hit, of course I don't remember any of this, but after I was hit, a gentleman ended up coming on the scene, and he performed CPR on me because apparently I wasn't moving, and apparently I wasn't breathing and everything else. And he tried to revive me, but he wasn't having any luck whatsoever. And a couple happened to be passing by, and they seen what was going on, and they were apparently trained in CPR. So they ended up stopping, and they performed CPR on me, and they did actually get me to basically wake up from whatever I was under. And apparently I was talking and everything after they got done with me, and I don't remember any of it, but apparently that's what I've been told, that I was talking. I was life flighted from the scene of the accident to Youngstown, Ohio at St. Elizabeth's Hospital, where I was brought, of course, to an emergency room, and I was x-rayed and CAT scanned and the whole 9 yards. And the final verdict of it all was I had bleeding on the brain. I had some dental issues. I had my front tooth knocked out. I had a couple teeth cracked. My earlobe was cut in half. I broke my collarbone. I broke my sternum. I broke 11 ribs and 2 vertebrae in my back. And it really sucked. I mean, it's pain I wouldn't wish on another human being in my life. I wouldn't even consider it. I was in ICU at that hospital for 7 days. The first day, 3 days that I was there, I don't remember absolutely anything. But after that, I do remember family and friends all being there, supporting me, and trying to be on my side about the whole thing. But it was absolutely terrible. And like I said, I spent 7 days there, and they wanted me to do lower body physical therapy, and my wife wanted to get me closer to home, so the ambulance rode me to New Middletown, Ohio, which is probably 20 minutes from the house here, because I live pretty much close to the state line. And they kept me there 3 weeks. Well, the first couple of days I was there, I was pretty much bedridden, and they wanted to start the therapy on my lower body, get my legs and my feet and everything working. And I started out, like I said, I was bedridden. They pretty much put me in a reclining chair, and it was actually a lot more comfortable to sleep in that than it was the actual bed. And I started off, I was in a wheelchair, and I did my physical therapy out of a wheelchair. and that went on for a while, and then they actually tried to get me to start standing up and putting pressure on my legs, and I used a walker, to brace myself so I could stand up. That went on for a while, and before I knew it, I wasn't using the wheelchair anymore. I was actually using the walker to get around, and things were looking up. And in the last few days I was there, I was actually not using a walker at all. I was actually walking on my own 2 feet. So like I said, after 3 weeks, they determined that I could go home. They felt good enough that, they felt me safe enough to go home with my wife. And I returned home. And I was home for about a week, and I started my outpatient rehab. And I'm into my 3rd week of the outpatient rehab. And so far everything's going good. I give 110% every time I go. And I have to kind of throw this in. I mean, I know I swear a lot, and some people might think I'm a total asshole, but I can't get over the people that care about me, and it's came to the hospital and the nursing home and to my home, and has tried to help me. And then of course I found out weeks later that a good friend of mine was discussing about putting a benefit on for me to help me raise money, because of course I haven't even worked since this has happened. And a lot of my friends agreed with them and said, yeah, let's do it. So they're actually putting a benefit on for me to help me pay my bills and things of that nature. And it's just unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what I've done so good in my life to deserve friends the way I have them. I mean, but to me it's absolutely awesome. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all my friends and everybody that said prayers for me and everything else. As far as the camp goes, because this is hunting, fishing, and camping video, of course, Tiger found out what had happened, and he told me don't worry about the camp. He would check into the camp and make sure everything was good, keep the grass cut. Of course, Demas and his brother, they rode up. They wanted to check on the camp. They cut grass. Actually, Tiger was there with his mower, and Demas was there with his mower. And they just done a lot to keep the camp on the up and up. Why I possibly couldn't be there. Me and Demas did take a ride up. It was probably a week and a half ago. We took a ride up, and he filled the feeder for me because I'm not in any shape to really feed it. And we're setting up. But I did put my camera on, and I put it in video mode, so I got some videos I'm going to show you as we drive up to the camp, so you just don't have to watch that. What's going to happen to me from this point on, I really don't know. I mean, my lower back's still in a lot of pain. My ribs seem to be healing up, and my sternum. I'm having some issues with my collarbone. I have to go back Thursday to see the doctor for that. So what's going to happen, I really don't know, but I know one thing for sure. The chances of me getting in a tree stand this year is probably slim and none. And I told Demas about it, and Demas, being the friend that he is, he went out and he bought me a new hunting blind, because he knows that if I couldn't hunt anymore, I honestly don't even know what I would do. I just love hunting and fishing and camping and stuff like that so much, it's unbelievable. And he went out and bought me this blind, and I was floored by it. I mean, who actually does something like that? I mean, so I can't thank him enough for everything he's done. He's come to my home, and he's cut grass, and he's just done multiple jobs. And as far as the four-wheeler, the back rack was pretty much mangled. The back rims were mangled. But you know how Demas is. He's the type of person that he's got to get in there and take stuff apart and cut the rack up, put new metal on it, welded it. A good friend of mine, Mitchell, he was actually my boss at work. He found out what had happened. He came to the nursing home, and we talked, and he had a set of tires and rims in his garage from his quad. He ended up giving them to me to put on mine. So, I mean, my quad's actually doesn't really look that bad. I mean, I got to take it in one more time to the shop, and I found out the axle's a little bit bent, so they're going to put a new axle on it, and that's about it. So when Demas gets here, we're going to take a ride up to the camp. But before we do, I want to show you some of the videos from the first time he filled the feeder up. I think some of the bucks are real nice shooters. There's a lot of scrub bucks. I mean, it's kind of mountain country. I mean, you're going to have little bucks. There's just no way around it. But enjoy these video clips, and we'll see you up at the camp. No bears.
Nothing.
Not one single fucking bear.
Yeah, grass ain't bad here where Tiger cut.
No, it ain't bad.
Not at all.
Come up next week and we'll cut it again.
Look at that. Somebody fix your fucking picnic table.
Look at that.
Boy, does that look nice.
Old Dennis, he couldn't stand the picnic table falling apart. So he totally rebuilt it. It's heavy duty now.
Snakes will be out today. I bet you lift up one of these fucking fiberglass sheets, you'll find some snakes.
Yeah, I bet you would. I'm out here scouting a little bit and find this spot underneath this pine. Looks like a pretty good spot to try to tuck a blind under it. So I hung my trail camera over here and hopefully we'll get some pictures of deer walking down the power line. Here's the power line. Well, I'm standing out here on the power line, and I think the blind will blend in real good under that pine. That's what it looks like from out here, actually standing on the power line, if I was a deer. Well, that's probably going to bring this one to an end. We came up, we did what we set out to do, cleaned up the feeder, got the camera out in a place that I think might be good. Try to shoot back up next week and check out the pictures of that. And I'm going to show you the pictures of the cam that we pulled off today at the end of this video. So just want to say, as always, thanks for watching.